Hi, my name is Richard Roth, and I'm one of the designers of the conversion for the TuffBilt Tractor. I wanted to give you a little tour of what we've done and how we put it together. Our gauges are up here. This is our fuel gauge, how much charge is left in the battery, and this is how much we're drawing on the batteries when we're operating. The motors down here, the electronics, major portion of them are here under the hood here. I've made an effort to see if I could use as little wiring as possible, so it's fairly direct. You'll be able to trace what wire goes where. Here is a disconnect which goes to the gauges in the linear actuator in front. Under the seat here is the charger, so you can just plug in here. This is the standard charger. There's a readout here that will show you the percentage of charge you're getting. Connects through this Anderson connector here, so you can disconnect if you want to. The throttle is on the right here. It's a cable craft. I like these commercial controllers and cable that we've put together. This is your linear actuator switch to raise and lower the implements. Now currently this is set up to run, it's the 12-volt system, so we're using just one of the batteries. I don't know that that's the best way to do it. I don't know that it's terrible either, but on the other tractor we've got a reducer, and you may want to install that. I'll show you what the reducers look like. It's from 48 to 12-volt reducer, and then from that you can run any kind of 12-volt system that you want, and it draws equally from all four batteries. So the batteries on the TuffBilt are in the back where the engine used to be. We have a lid here for it, keeps it all covered. Just lifts off. And under the cover we have our batteries wired in series, and it comes off here. Again, it's the closest terminals to your controller, which goes up there, and shortest turn from your charger up to here. These black tubes are the automatic watering system, and that will help keep any of the battery acid and stuff contained within the batteries, not spilling out. I put for refilling, the tubes are at least for now stored between the batteries here. The batteries are on a tray, so if you decided you wanted to be able to switch out batteries, you could have another tray built, pull the pins, slide this out, have it charging while you're using your other tray. I don't know whether it's going to be that necessary. So far in our field experience, you're not using the tractor more than 2 to 4 hours in a day, and it easily charges overnight. Or a long lunch or something. So Now there is one, the battery cover here is lined with a rubber mat to help protect from any kind of short, keep the metal away. The throttle here, to me, is in a little bit of an awkward place. You're sitting on the seat and it's a little bit far back, and it may be better to have it on the left at some point, but that would be an option. And probably want to move the linear actuator switch also. But it works fine, and I don't know that it would be better or not. But it does feel a little awkward to me. Now, one of the things I've noticed when backing is that when you throttle up to back, there's a tendency to want to push. When you decide you want to stop, you want to push forward and stop, and really what you want to do is go back. If you push forward, you're going to accelerate. So when you're going forward, it makes logical sense, but when you're going backwards, there's this tendency, at least I have. So be careful. Make sure that you're thinking when you're backing up that to stop, you've got to pull the lever back. And let's see, the TuffBilt, the Farmall Cubs, they have a lock on the brakes. So if you're on a hill and you want to lock the brakes, you put your tab down. They tie the brakes together, you press down, and it clicks into place and will hold it in place. The TuffBilt does not have that, and so if you're going to be parking on a hill or something, you're going to need to block the tires. This, like I said, does not have a voltage reducer. So it's all a 48 volt system, except for the actuator, linear actuator, which is coming off, let's see, it's coming off this battery here. And so we're pulling a little bit extra energy out of this one battery, and I don't know whether it's really something that's going to cause any kind of problems down the road or not, but if you get a reducer, then all the 12 volt system can go on that one system. And I believe that's it. We've got a warning light here. It's not installed currently. It will need a reducer. There's no real way to set up a warning light that will work from a 48 volt system directly, at least with this light. So they have cheap reducers, which we've used on our very first prototype. It's a Chinese made reducer. But the reviews on them are pretty negative. A lot of them don't work out of the box, and then some of them burn out within a year. But we got a cheap one, and it does work for our prototype Cub, but we switched to the better marine one here. This is commonly used on boats, and so it's all waterproof. It's a high quality reducer. And that's it. This is a wonderful little tractor, There's on this one, there's no 3-point in the back, but we have this wonderful heavy-duty toolbar in the front, which is very visible, even more so than the Cubs. It's a really nice tractor. We've also made spacers so that we like our tires set at 60 inches. So we got a 5-foot bed, 5-foot center to center beds, and the spacers do that, extend it beyond what the original TuffBilt model had. And I believe that's it. If you have any questions, we're always happy to answer questions.